Incident 1. Scorpion Express closed indefinitely after an incident in July 2022. Next is Coney Beach Pleasure Park, Port Caldwell's Incident 2. On April 1st, 1994, a 9-year-old boy named Timothy Morgan was killed after being thrown off the 58-year-old water chute ride when a steel hoop collapsed in wet and windy conditions and fell into the open-topped carriage in which he was traveling. 5 others who were traveling in the same carriage were treated for injuries, including his father and brother, who sustained severe face, chest, and shoulder injuries. Next is Drayton Manor Resort, Staffordshire, England. Incident 3. On August 3, 2012, a 42-year-old woman collapsed and died of a heart attack after coming off the Maelstrom ride. Incident 4. On May 9, 2017, while on a school trip, an 11-year-old girl named Eva Janet fell out of a raft on the Splash Cannon Rapids. Towards the end of the ride, Eva stood up and the raft she was traveling in hit a bumper, knocking her into the water. She then climbed an algae-covered travelator before slipping and falling into a deeper pool of water where she drowned. The girl was airlifted to Birmingham Children's Hospital, but was proclaimed dead from her drowning soon after arrival. Next is Energylandia, Zator, Poland. Incident 5. On August 16, 2018, a 37-year-old employee of the park was hit by a train on the Hyperion roller coaster when picking up a cell phone, which had been dropped in the station by one of the guests. Shortly after, he died due to the injuries. Next is Europa-Park, West Germany. Incident 6. During work on the not yet open new for 2014 attraction, Author in the Kingdom of Minimoys in Europa-Park, there was an accident in which 2 employees of a third-party company for ropes and nets were hit by a roller coaster car. One of the 2 workers suffered life-threatening injuries and later succumbed to his injuries in hospital. Incident 7, Euro-Mir number 1. In July 2004, a power failure caused the brake on one of the gondolas to release prematurely, causing it to collide with another gondola at low speed. One rider broke his leg, while others were reported to have received cervical spine syndrome as a result of the incident. Incident 8, Euro-Mir number 2. In August 2013, another incident occurred when a man freed himself from the ride safety bar. The man fell onto an escape route running alongside the rails and injured his leg, but was otherwise unharmed. Incident 9, Pirates of Batavia. On Saturday, May 26, 2018, a large fire destroyed the ride and parts of the Dutch and Scandinavian-themed areas. 7 first responders suffered smoke inhalation. No visitors were injured as the park evacuated 25,000 guests. The ride later reopened in July 2020. Incident 10. On May 31st, 2005, shortly before 12:30 p.m., the victim and a friend climbed into the back seat of an 8-seater boat on the Poseidon. According to witnesses, the heavy man suddenly panicked, pushed out with all his might against the retaining bracket, and squeezed himself under it. The 44-year-old fell into a pond overgrown with school, which is outside the generally accessible visitor area. An emergency doctor could only determine the death of the man. Next is Flamingo Land, North Yorkshire, England. Incident 11, Dino roller. On August 5, 2020, a park employee was airlifted to hospital after suffering injuries to his legs while trying to repair the ride. His injuries were not considered to have been life-threatening, despite having been serious. Okay, so this one, the ride isn't named. So, Incident 12. On May 22nd, 2015, a 15-year-old girl and a 26-year-old woman were injured after a footwell dislodged while in motion and landed in the queue for the ride. The 15-year-old girl was taken to Scarborough General Hospital where she received treatment for her head injuries, whereas the 26-year-old woman was treated at the scene. Next is Funland Hayland Island, England. Incident 13, Klondike Gold Mine. I probably pronounced Klondike wrong. I'm sorry to anyone viewing from England. Anyway, on September 17, 2015, during the coaster's dismantling as part of its sale to an Irish company, a 47-year-old Romanian workman slipped on top of the coaster structure and fell 7 meters, breaking his arm and leg. The man was treated at Queen Alexandra Hospital, Portsmouth, and his condition was described as being serious but not life-threatening. Next is Gardaland, Northern Italy. Incident 14, Mr. Ping's Noodle Surprise. On December 26, 2016, a 6-year-old girl suffered head injuries while riding in the rotating teacup. She was hospitalized at Borgo Trento Hospital in Verona. I am so gonna butcher this. Next is Gröna Stockholm, Sweden. Incident 15. On June 25, 2023, a 39-year-old woman died and 6 others, including 3 children, were taken to a hospital when the JetLine roller coaster partially derailed, sending people crashing to the ground. Next is Gray's Amusement Park in Gold Mills, England. Incident 16. On June 2nd, 2000, a 12-year-old boy named David Oakley died as a result of injuries sustained at Gray's Amusement Park in Gold Mills near Skegness. He was hit in the chest by a metal cage carrying David and his older brother on an attraction known as the Swinging Gym. Next is Gulliver's Land, Milton Keynes, England. Incident 17, Runaway Train. On May 17, 2006, a 56-year-old park employee was performing safety checks when he hit his head on a bridge when the train was traversing through a tunnel. He suffered severe brain and skull trauma, and medical personnel believe he died instantly. Next is Gulliver's World, Warrington, England. Incident 18. In April 2011, a 12-year-old girl from Runcorn, Cheshire suffered a spinal cord injury after riding the Antelope roller coaster. She was paralyzed from the neck down and confined to a wheelchair as a result. Incident 19. On September 17, 2018, the Crazy Train roller coaster malfunctioned, which caused the wheels to fly off the ride. 21 people, including children, were trapped 15 meters above the ground for up to 2 hours. Incident 20. On July 13, 2002, a 15-year-old girl with Down syndrome fell 9 meters from a Ferris wheel after her mother was not allowed to ride with her. The teenager was taken to hospital but died 2 days later from head injury. Next is Galena Zoo near Seville, Spain. Incident 21. On April 9, 2005, 18 people were injured when a flying swinger ride collapsed at Galena Zoo near Seville, Spain. Out of the 18 injured, 15 were children. 4 were seriously injured, including an 11-year-old girl and a woman who were airlifted to a hospital in Seville after sustaining serious head and leg injuries. Next is Holiday Park Hasselt, Germany. I probably butchered it. Incident 22. Spinning barrels. On August 15, 2014, an 11-year-old girl was killed after being run over and crushed by several gondolas on a hearse breakdance ride. Next is Landmark Forest Adventure Park, Carbridge, Scotland. Incident 23. On August 12, 2021, 2 children sustained minor injuries after 2 carriages on the Runaway timber train roller coaster derailed. Next is Lightwater Valley, North Yorkshire, England. Incident 24. Blackpool. On July 14, 2016, a 55-year-old man nearly fell 26 meters from his seat off the ride after his safety restraints were unlocked. His carer rescued him by grabbing onto his wrist.